Hi guys, it's Mr. Dalton here, and here is a maths challenge for you, which you were given, year 3s and 4s were given a couple of weeks ago. I've heard it's the infamous maths challenge, so it's been very tricky, and having looked through it this morning, it is quite tricky. So I'm just going to talk you through it today. As I said, I have had a little read through, just so I know what I needed to do, so I could explain it as clearly as possible for you. So today I'm going to be using 3 different colours to help me kind of understand and explain what's going on in this problem. So let's read it through first. It says, Mo is reading a book. On Monday, he reads 2/5 of the book. On Tuesday, he reads half of the remaining pages. Remaining pages, that's a really important word. On Wednesday, he reads 5/9 of the remaining pages. All right? And on Thursday, he reads the rest of the book. Mo read 68 more pages on Tuesday than Wednesday. Okay? So how many pages are there in the book? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the bar model today to help me explain and understand the problem. So the bar model is going to represent the whole book. So this bar here, that represents the whole book. And on Monday, he reads 2/5 of that book. So let's split it into fifths, and he's going to read 2 of those fifths. All right, relatively simple so far. Okay, on Tuesday, he reads half of the remaining pages. Now these are the remaining pages, aren't they? And he reads half of those. So we're going to split those in half, and I'm going to colour the ones he's read in blue. So he reads half of those remaining pages, and they're the remaining pages. Fantastic. Okay, next up, on Wednesday, he reads 5/9 of the remaining pages. So these are the remaining pages. Let's split them into ninths. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he reads 5 of those ninths. I'm going to do that in a different colour. 3, 4, 5. All right. So then it says Mo read, on Thursday, he read the rest of the book, which are these white pages here. All right. Mo read 68 more pages on Tuesday, which is our blue. We'll circle it in blue so we know. Than on Wednesday, and we'll circle that in green, just so we know. So the green pages are the Wednesday pages, the blue pages are the Tuesday pages. All right. Well, actually, what we can do is we can see that these fractions can actually link up. So we can split this top bit into ninths as well, because it all lines up. All right? And it says, Mo read 68 more pages on Tuesday than Wednesday. So these are the pages that Mo read more on Tuesday. All right? So that whole section there that I've circled in red, that equals 68 pages. Let's count how many, what fraction there are there. So actually this whole section, this blue section here is split into, we've now split it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ninths. So now it's split into ninths. 68 equals 1, 2, 3, 4 of those ninths. All right? We can also do this by saying, oh, actually, it's the same amount of pages as he read on Thursday, and that's 4/9. All right? So this section here, this little section here, is 68. So 68 equals 4/9 of this blue section. All right? I'll make that 9 a bit clearer. 4/9 of the blue section. I'll put a little blue dot next to it so we know that we're just focusing on the blue section, because that's really important to finding out the final answer. All right? So what we need to do is try to find out 1/9 of this blue section. So then 1/9 will equal 68, and we want to divide that by our numerator. Divided by 4. Because if 68 is 4 ninths, 1 ninth will be that 68 shared between those 4 ninths. All right? So that equals 17. All right? So 1 ninth of this, so this, let's say this is 17. I'll write that in there. Then therefore, that's 17, that's 17, that's 17, that's 17. All of these are 17. And what do you notice? They're all actually the same size as these sections here. So actually, these are all 17 as well. And we need to work out this because it's asking how many pages are in the whole book. So, the way I can do this, I can either add all those 17s together, or I can do 17 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Or, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do 17 times 9, because I'm just going to work out this blue section. 17 times 9, which equals 17 times 9 equals 153, sorry. 153. So we know that this blue section is 153. All right. And therefore, it's exactly the same as this green and white section. So this whole bit here, okay, this whole bit here is 153 times by 2, because that bit that I'm shading in now is 153, therefore that bit will be 153, so there's two 153s, which equals 306. All right, our work is not done there, because we've worked out that section, and that is 306. But there's still these 2 fifths here. Those 2 fifths. So we know that we are looking for 2 fifths of the book. All right. But we know that therefore 3 fifths of the book, which is this section here, 3 fifths of the book equals 306. So let's try and figure out what 1/5 of the book is, and that will really help us. So 1/5 will equal 306 divided by our numerator, which is 3. All right, and we can quite easily do that by just all of these numbers are in the 3 times table. So 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 0, 0 times, and 3 goes into 6 twice. All right, so 1/5 is 102. Now we can work out what a whole is, because a whole would be 5 fifths. So the whole book equals 102 times by 5, which then equals 510. Well done if you got that. Lots of steps to that. Very tricky process, but hopefully I've kind of explained it slightly to you. Parents, you might be able to just digest this a little bit better for the children if you've understood. But if not, feel free to let me know, because this has been quite enjoyable to do. Thank you very much for watching, and if you got the answer 510, very well done. See you guys.